Hey, yo, what up, man? It's not a podcast. It's just my thoughts with Rob Markman. You already know what it is. Shout out to everybody who tuned in and commented on the last video. We talked about Drake. He dropped 100gigs.org, which was 3 songs and just a bunch of files of music. You know, people, whenever it comes to Drake, people have very strong reactions. I thought it was a good move, especially post battle. I had fun combing through some of that footage. I still got more to go through, but I love stuff like that. Just seeing how songs were made, being like a fly on the wall, seeing how decisions were made, even watching like him and 40 go through mix notes and stuff like that. Like stuff like that is interesting to me, especially if it's an artist that I like. But regardless of any artist, just the process of how music gets made is super interesting to me. I've been documenting this for 20 years. I'm a musician myself, so like I nerd out over that stuff. I thought it was good. I know a lot of people feel strongly about Drake, especially after this battle. But I'm on some. Eventually, we're gonna have to get back to music. I think this is Drake just yeah, after the L he took from Kendrick, just going back to reminding people what made him great. So I thought that was cool. So I appreciate the comments and conversation around that. And for this video, what I wanted to do was an extension of that conversation because I was in the nostalgia mode. I'm gonna rank my favorite Drake albums, and then y'all go in the comments, and I want to hear from y'all too. I want to hear what y'all favorite Drake albums are, but I also wanted to use this opportunity to thank everybody who's been joining the community. If you click the join button right there, there's a community level membership and there's a monthly music club membership. 2 different price tiers. And with the community level, you get badges, priority for me to respond to your comments. I'm going to figure out more things to add. I'm going to figure out the emoji thing. So I appreciate all the support there. And at the monthly music club level, it's like a book club, right? But it's with music. So every month we're going to pick a new album to discuss. And, we also have a Discord where members can join that Discord, and we talk about the album in the Discord, and we talk about other stuff, breaking music news, all types of stuff. So in the Discord, we're having ongoing music conversations. But every month we pick an album, and then at the end of the month is probably going to be August 23rd. I'm going to get back and cementing the date. But at the end of the month, we're going to do a community. A monthly music club members live stream only, where those members can jump on the live stream. Hopefully we get as many people on camera as we can, and we kind of break down and dissect an album every month and just talk about how we feel about an album. For this month, coincidentally, this was decided before the Drake stuff, before the 100 gigs, but I feel like it's appropriate, right? There's just the universe working. We're gonna look back at Nothing Was the Same and see how we feel about that album that came out in 2013, I believe, and now it's 2024. So 11 years later, how do we feel about that album? Shout out to A. Quincy Jones. A. Quincy Jones was actually the first person to join the monthly music club, along with Xavier, and Xavier came like a close second. It was like a photo finish, but those were the first 2 members of the monthly music club. And in the Discord, and a lot of different albums were thrown around. Joey Badass 2000. Somebody threw around, suggested Eric R. Elliott's latest album. So we considered a couple of albums. A. Quincy Jones said, hey, how about we do Drake Nothing Was the Same? And I thought that was a good idea. And so we chose that album. And then here we are. Now we got the 100 gigs thing. Like all this kind of Drake nostalgia is happening. So it actually worked out. But real quick, before we get into the rankings, I just want to shout out the members. So shout out to A. Quincy Jones. Shout out to Xavier. Shout out to High 3. Shout out to Mr. James 851. Those are our monthly music club members, right? Samuel Bacher is also a monthly music club member. My man Issa, monthly music club member, man. Like, shout out to Issa, man. Amazing guy. Appreciate the support. We're going to have some fun. And then I want to shout out on the community level, Gregory Gray, man. Appreciate it. Matt Johnson, appreciate you joining. Nadir, appreciate you joining. Not Joe Friend. That's funny when you read it out loud. Definitely appreciate you joining. Isaiah, BBE388. Appreciate all y'all. So yeah, man, if y'all want to be part of this community on a deeper level, there's more options for y'all to join. So I appreciate all of y'all. So Drake rankings, we're gonna get into it, right? I'll start from the bottom up, right? And then I want to hear y'all rankings too. And these are my favorite Drake albums. So I'm going with favorite. I didn't deep dive into like best or anything like that, but these are my favorite Drake albums, and I included mixtapes too because I had to include So Far Gone. So, and then if you include So Far Gone, you have to include Comeback Season. You have to include Room for Improvement. If you're reading this, it's too late. They told us it was a mixtape. I still count that as an album. So I put all the projects up there, the collab projects and everything. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 15 projects that I'm counting. I didn't count Care Package because I just felt like that was like a Nas Lost Tapes type situation. It's a compilation. It's a little bit different. Okay, so we're gonna keep this quick. There's no need to long talk it or anything like that. I'm gonna give my rankings of my favorite, and then y'all can jump in the comments and give the rankings of your favorite. But at number 15 for me is Honestly Nevermind. Next up at number 14 comes Certified Lover Boy. After that at 13 comes Room for Improvement. At number 12 comes More Life. Her Loss is at number 11 for me. Comeback Season is at number 10 for me. For All the Dogs is at number 9 for me. Scorpion is at number 8 for me. And I'm torn on Scorpion because I think side A of Scorpion is amazing. I think side A of Scorpion on its own, and then if you add God's Plan from side B and the Kiki record, why am I blanking on the name? But Kiki, Do You Love Me, and you add that to side A. I think the first half of Scorpion is a classic album. I think there is a classic. I think there's a perfect Drake album within Scorpion, but so much of side B to me feels like bloated and kind of ruins it for me. So I got Scorpion at 8. But if I pieced up Scorpion and I kind of made my own Scorpion playlist, I think there's a perfect classic album within Scorpion. I'm so conflicted on that. But I got Scorpion at 8 because I have to think about the project as a whole. I have What a Time to Be Alive at 7. I have If You're Reading This, It's Too Late at number 6. At number 5, I have Thank Me Later. And If You're Reading This is probably a better project than Thank Me Later. Like Thank Me Later is at number 5 based off of nostalgia for me. It's just first of all, I think Thank Me Later like fell short. The expectation for Drake was so big after So Far Gone, and now you have a major label. I think there's spots where Thank Me Later misses the mark, but there's also like some really like amazing songs on Thank Me Later. I think Thank Me Later, while not like a classic, has like classic moments. And there was just some amazing moments on Thank Me Later. Let me just bring up the track listing right now. I don't know if y'all feel that way. Like The Resistance, I think is dope. I thought Over was a great single. Up All Night, I love Up All Night, man. Nicki's verse is crazy. I think Fancy, I think Shut It Down. Light Up with Jay-Z is crazy. Miss Me is crazy. I like Thank Me Now as a like outro. I didn't love Find Your Love as a single at all. But even Fireworks, I like Fireworks. I like Karaoke. Like there's a lot on here that I like as an album, but it's also up there for me again because it's nostalgia. Like remembering where you were at the time, like really, really being outside. So If You're Reading This at number 6, Thank Me Later at number 5. But I totally get why somebody would put If You're Reading This higher. What tainted me for If You're Reading This, and I thought it was a dope project, but then this is right around the time, a little bit after when the Quentin references and stuff starts coming out, so it made me like conflicted about that project. But If You're Reading This at 6, Thank Me Later at 5. I got Views at 4. Views was an album that I didn't get, like I didn't love when it first came out, and as time went on, I think Views ended up being like it for me. It just grew with time. I think Keep the Family Close, You With Me, with the DMX, and I what he said. I group DM all my exes on some DMX shit. Feel No Ways is one of my favorite Drake songs. I love that Malcolm McLaren sample. Western Road Flows I think was so dope. Controller, One Dance, you know, Pop Style, Too Good. There's a lot on Hotline Bling as the last song. Obviously that's a big record. There's a lot on views that aged really well and just really stood up. So I thought that was a dope album. I got Take Care at number 3. I think Take Care is a classic. And I got So Far Gone at number 2. I think So Far Gone is a classic. I flip-flop between having So Far Gone at number 1 or number 2. The way I feel today, it's at number 2. And then I got Nothing Was the Same at number 1. I think that's a classic too. That's my favorite Drake album. And then coincidentally, it was cool when A. Quincy Jones said, yo, we should revisit that album. So I was totally down for it. And it'll be interesting to listen to that album. Again, look, this battle with Kendrick was a big deal. It was a big thing. But and two things can be true. It was a big deal. It was a big thing. I think it's the greatest battle in hip hop history. And we're going to have to move on eventually. But it'll be fun to kind of listen to this album and hey, does it still make us feel the same? Has things changed that much? So it'll be a great discussion. So I hope y'all there to join it. And I swear this just worked out. This is how it worked out. I was like, damn, well, let me do a list. We was in nostalgia mode after 100 gigs. I said, yo, let me just do a list of my favorite. We had already decided, even before 100 gigs, to do Nothing Was the Same this month for our monthly music club. So everything just kind of lined up to have this conversation. So I look forward to y'all. Subscribe, comment. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what y'all drink rankings is. You don't have to rank all 15 like I did. You just give me your top 3. If y'all just give me top 3 in the comments, what's your favorite? And we could talk about it. And, even for those that feel different about Drake now, or, does he not have an album that you love? Did he not have something that you live life to? I'm just interested. He might, because he ain't for everybody. But I'm interested in having conversations with y'all too. As long as we have cool, constructive conversations. Some of the comments don't be, when it comes to either side, it's just I don't know what to say to that. I try to respond to everybody, but there's some comments I was like, I don't know what you want me to respond to that. But if you have something kind of constructive to say, whether it's good or bad, chances are I'm gonna interact with you. All right. So subscribe, comment. Definitely join the community. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna build something really special. All right. Peace.